Hello, my name is Josephine Vogt. I am currently a nursing student at Herzing University, and I will be giving a persuasive speech about gun control in the United States. According to the Pew Research Center, from a study done in 2019, from the years 2009 to 2019, there have been 180 school shootings, including 356 lives lost. That is 356 lives that never tossed a cap at graduation, learned to drive, or some that never even learned to read. This increasing number of shootings that have occurred in the United States is extremely alarming. There's a large lack of restriction on who can buy a gun, and an even larger lack of restriction on who can possess or use a gun. With the rise of victims rising from gun violence, there's a pressing need to restrict gun laws in the United States. Since the Second Amendment doesn't seem like it will be going away anytime soon, there is a crushing need for tighter restriction on gun purchases and usage in the United States. According to the Pew Research Center, 4 out of 10 U.S. adults say that they live in a household that has a gun. 30% of those people say that they personally own a gun. Ownership of guns is not new in the past decade, yet the incidence of owning a gun for the purpose of safety and personal protection has increased greatly in the past 10 years. When looking at responses of why people use or have these guns, there's a mix of answers including hunting, heirlooms, and personal protection. There's also evidence that shows that gun ownership is increasingly leaned toward Republicans who own them. More than half of the U.S. citizens see gun control as an issue in the U.S. today. Many want to abolish the Second Amendment, while others find a need for more restrictive gun laws. The number of unintended consequences of ineffective gun restrictions is increasing in the country. Too many lost souls of children and loved ones have been gone that could have been protected. From this data, we can now investigate how gun ownership has affected our country. In 2012, a man came into Sandy Hook Elementary School and took the lives of 26 victims, 20 of them being under 7 years old, according to CNN. From this, people and parents found hope in protesting against the NRA and joining movements for tighter gun control. Unfortunately, this shooting was just the tip of the iceberg. Being a student, I expect to feel comfortable and safe in my school building, and parents should have the right to not worry about their children at school. Many more victims have died from mass shootings in schools, leaving thousands of horrified parents to send their children to school every day where they should feel comfortable and safe. Most of these shootings are inflicted by men who have found their parents' guns at home. Sadly, parents do not monitor or keep a safe eye on their firearms, and children have the potential to endanger many from this happening. There really seems to be no end in sight of gun violence in the United States. So how are we going to change the outlook for many more students in the future? We can start by including detailed background checks before the purchase of a gun. This would eliminate thousands of people who are unfit to purchase guns and thousands who can unpurchase guns. There are also many people who have found loopholes around the already existing background check laws through gun shows and third-party sellers, according to NBC Universal. Also, by simply increasing the age to 21 to purchase a firearm would cause less chances of school-aged children from possessing a firearm. There's also little to no restriction on where and how a firearm can be locked and stored in a home safely. There must be an initiative for mandatory guidelines for firearm storage in the home. This would help eliminate the potential of children gaining access to their parents' firearms. In conclusion, while the Second Amendment will not go away, we as a country must demand for tighter gun control in the U.S. There's been far too many lives lost to gun violence that could have been protected with deeper background checks, raising the age to 21 to purchase a firearm, and increasing the restrictions on gun storage and safety in the home. There is no need for any more lives to be lost to gun violence in the United States. Thank you.